live? Am I live? I think I'm live. Hey, you guys. I'm sorry I'm late. I give you guys a couple minutes to check in. I'm going to get organized here. I did not have my Terrascope ready. I felt a little bit out of sorts. And I know it seems like there's a lot of really good live readings going on tonight. Crazy night. So you guys, I'm sorry I'm late. I could not locate the Terrascope. We are still living amongst boxes here. That's another story. But let me see if I can find you guys. Okay, how do I do this again? Go to videos. Welcome. Oh my goodness, the live chat is on the screen. You guys found it. How is everybody? I'm so glad that you're here. I could feel, where am I going? The excitement building for this. I'm very excited. I'm so glad that you guys are here. I need to figure out what I'm doing real quick. Where is it? No, that's not what I'm looking for. What am I looking for? I'm just not a tech person. And I found this one solution that works, and I use it every time, but I always forget every time I have to do it. Okay, where am I? Where am I? That's that. Guys. Okay, please help me. Where is it? I know I'm live somewhere. I know I'm live. Where am I? Because I would always have to find it somewhere else. There we are. I don't find it. Oh my gosh, am I this upside down? No, here. Oh, here we go. Hey, I'm here. Oh my goodness. Can you guys hear me? You guys can hear me, right? Hi, Sue Ellen. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Maritza. Cynthia. T-Barb. Marion. Linda. Jocelyn. Yay. I'm so glad you're here. Vivian, Connie, Rosie, Kim. Oh my God, you guys are pouring in now. I can't keep up with you. Hi, everybody. Hi, first timer here. Selma. Thank you for subscribing. You can, later on, go ahead, ask a question. We're going to get through this. This is the most important new moon Taurus of your life. Okay, good. You can hear me loud and clear. Yay, yay, yay. Okay, I see 1, 2, 2 mods, 3 mods, 4. Oh my goodness, I've missed everybody. Wow, you guys are awesome. I'm so glad you're here. I'm really excited for this new moon. What is that? Do you guys see stuff in the upper? I don't know how to erase that stuff in the screen in the upper corner. Just a second. I'm sorry, my Terrascope threw me off. I couldn't find it. It got moved to some other boxes in the window. Because I'm still living amongst boxes. Okay, I don't know how to do that. We're just going to let it be, okay? Yeah. Okay. Let's move this over. Look like there were so many fun live streams going on tonight. Let me remove the last lunation. We're in the final vestiges of this new moon in Aries. So what happens is we're not going to be dominated by Mars energy. It's been kind of a whiplash. We're going to settle into some more Venusian, Venus energy for the upcoming lunation. I do want to point out this last quarter moon we had. It's not here. On the Terrascope, the card that was drawn was a Hierophant, And the people right now who have that card is Jared, working on something with the government along with the Wisconsin GOP and the Wisconsin primary GOP. That is active, and right now, you know, the bio-W, I can't say bio-warfare. That is active right now with Eric Prince, Betsy DeVos, someone else. But anyway, here we go. Oh, that's 1935. I'm sorry, I'm totally disorganized. Here we go. Here we go. This is our new moon in Taurus. It's a really, 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 really important new moon. The reason why is because the planet Uranus, that planet of innovation, friendships, our wishes, science, astrology, humanity, the greater good. Uranus has not been in Taurus since 1935. That's a long time to go out without this planet here with a new moon. It is really close to the sun and the moon, so what's going to happen as this lunation gets set at 10:26 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to have this period of kind of like peaceful sweetness where we're just going to kind of, things are going to feel so gentle and harmonious, and then all of a sudden, in about 6 hours, bam, things get rocking and shaking because the moon is going to hit the planet Uranus and everything changes. The sun, in about 3 days, is going to hit Uranus. Hold on to your butts. So the first thing we're going to wish for, and at 10:26 Eastern Standard Time, we're going to go get kind of quiet because I want everyone to feel this energy click, okay? We're going to kind of be quiet during this time because I want you to feel the energy, and then that's when we start writing our wishes. The most important wish I want you guys to write down, and for some reason, this is the most powerful when you put your pen to paper and write them down. I've got like 12 giant journals of new moon wishing I've done, and it works. I was sick for a really long time, and the thing that finally got me healthy was working with the lunations and the new moon wishes. I swear to God, I should not be alive 3 times over. And this is the thing that finally got me to where I needed to be. It's the most valuable tool I've ever learned, and I never go without it. And I'm happy to share this with you guys. So, I know that things are going to radically change. Oh, I'm sorry. I was saying at 10:26 we're going to feel this energy. Your first wish is going to be, I want to have fun with the new moon energy and lunations. The second wish you're going to write down is, I want to be in tune with my sensory body and all of my sensations and my physical body. Because going forward, we really have to fine-tune that sensitivity because things are going to get a little cuckoo, crazy. Okay? How are you guys doing? Everyone's saying hello. Hello, hello, everybody. Yay! So happy to see you guys. Okay. So, like I was saying, this is the most important new moon in Taurus in our lifetimes, unless you were, alive in like the 1930s and you wrote down new moon wishes. Maybe this will be the second most important new moon wishes in Taurus. But here's the thing. The last time we had Uranus in Taurus was 1935. We were in the midst of the Great Depression. So what I did, I wanted to go back to 1935 and see what was happening and what came as a result of this, their new moon in Taurus, because that is the trajectory that we are setting forth. Okay? So not only are we having this 73-year orbit of Uranus come back, kind of like we have our Saturn returns every 27 to 30 years, this is the Uranus return. Not only are we having that, we also have the nodes. Right now, the North Node is 0 degrees Cancer. We've had eclipses for the past year and a half in Cancer-Capricorn, and they've been painful. They've been jolting us because of this whole Pluto here. We've had Saturn-Pluto here. We had Uranus and Aries for a while, and it was really chaotic. And that Pluto-Saturn was very active, which really has fostered and fueled this authoritarianism, this whatever is going on. Well, as the North Node moves backwards, it is going to go to 29 degrees Gemini, because the nodes, the North Node and the South Node, they move backwards as we go into our eclipses. Okay? So that's going to go to 29 degrees Gemini. Remember, I told you the moon always directs the weather. The lunations are our marking points for progress. We can never work outside of a lunation. And we can never work outside of, like, this is the new moon in Taurus. Everything that we do is predominantly, first of all, always going to be Venus influenced. It's just the way that it is. So we have to also look at what was happening when the nodes were in Gemini and Sagittarius. These are the two big shakeups. So what happened, let's go to 1935. This new moon in Taurus was at 11 degrees. It was in this sector of the chart that has to do with money, debt. We're in the middle of a depression. Uranus in Taurus asks for innovation, science, solving problems. So here we are halfway through the depression, started in 1929. We have Uranus going to Taurus, and what happens? It went into Taurus Friday, March 29th. There was a lunation April 3rd, 4th. Is that a new moon? So this was the first lunation in Aries that had the benefit of now Uranus in Taurus to shake things up. And what happened then? Well, after that, the dust bowl, if you want to talk about extreme weather, because Uranus rules extreme weather, the dust bowl began April 14th. So think of Mars, heat, Uranus, wind, drying up the earth. And then the new moon in Taurus happened May 1st. Do I have May 1st? Really? Is it May 1st? Well, then look at everything that finally happened after May 1st. The New Deal was signed on May 6th. Hello. Innovation as it relates to money and debt. On May 24th, we had our first night Major League Baseball game. Then on May 27th, the Supreme Court declared the National Individual, what's the same? I don't forget what it is, but it had to do with declaring part of the New Deal unconstitutional, the sick chicken deal, that Congress didn't have the power to go that far. Other things that then progressed, July 5th was the National Labor Relations Act. The Dust Bowl was peak July 24th. August 14th, FDR signed the Social Security Act. August 31st, we had the Neutrality Acts of 1930s passed, that we were just going to be neutral when it came to war. And November 15th, the Works Progress Act, the Public Works Projects, was finally activated, even though that was signed May 6th. So here we are, 5 years in the Great Depression, and finally, ba-boom, we have change. And the reason why there was so much change when it came to Taurus, Taurus is a money sign. It's ruled by Venus. Venus is income and gains. So that's what happened. It took them 5 years to get to it, but once they had that new moon in Taurus, everything flipped. Does that make sense? You guys got it? I'm going to check in with you. Oh, hey, thank you. Someone. Who's this? Oh, thank you, Marjorie, very much. Well, oh no, I just lost this. Can you, repeat the wishes? Okay, these are your primary wishes, okay? Because I know you guys are new to new moon wishing, and if you're not ready for it, it's going to be a jolt. And that's why we're going to check in at the quarter moons with your wishes, because things are going to happen out of nowhere, and it's going to be uncomfortable and be like, Queen's Tarot made me do these wishes and I hate it. So the wishes were, number one, to have fun with the new moon in Taurus. I wish to have fun with the new moon in Taurus, with the lunations, the moon cycles. Use your own words. You don't have to do word for word with me. Your words are the most powerful. And the second one was, I want to be more in touch, more sensitive to me as a sensory being. All of my senses, smell, taste, touch, hearing, seeing, energetic sensations, like even if it's your psychic sensations, or even if it's noticing the symbols and messages that are kind of around you, those subtle energies, because those are very Uranian. Uranus is going to throw everything up again. So you want to be sensitive to those energies, and you want to wish to be able to adapt to change with ease, with harmony, peacefully. You'll also want to wish to release resistance to change. This is the hard part for Taurus. We all have Taurus somewhere in our chart, especially you Taurians. I'm looking at you. Hey, just a second. So this is also about releasing resistance with ease, releasing stubbornness with ease. Releasing resistance and wishing to be open to something new. I wish to be open to innovation. That even in these difficult times that we can't see ahead of ourselves, to be able to recognize the new paths, the new innovation. I want to foster a new sense of humanity and humanism. I want to see that in my neighborhoods. Here's the thing. When you're making wishes, you cannot wish for another person. It doesn't work. So we can't say, I wish the administration would blah, blah, blah. It doesn't work that way. The way you make it work for your situation related to that is you say, I wish to see more people voting in my community. I wish to help people vote in my community. I wish to help with help with supply chains, or I wish to see strong adaptive supply chains in my neighborhood. I wish to know, I want to see my mayor say, we have plenty of PPE that is for our people. You know, so that's how you can kind of indirectly wish for something. So it's about you, it's about your world, not them. Okay? Now, that was a lot of stuff I just said. You have wishing power for the next 2.5, 3 days, okay? So there will be a recording of this. You can come back to this. I don't want you to feel like it's just one time, one shot, and that's it. No, you have time to write wishes over the next couple days. I would limit myself to 5 or 10. If you're brand new, for every wish that you have written, you need to write a wish on being able to adapt to that change, and be able to go with the flow. Everyone is going to be experiencing the power of Uranus, sudden shocks, sudden news, record-breaking stuff. Like, I remember, like in March, there was a point like where the Dow just kept dropping. People were losing their jobs. There was so much pervasive virus. It was just stunning. Like, I just felt like all I could do was just stand there with my mouth wide open, just in shock. That's the effect of Uranus. So being able to have good adaptive skills to, no matter what upheaval I see going up around me, I want to stay centered. I want to stay grounded. Oh, that's one. I wish to stay grounded, because this energy, because there's so much air energy, it gets us ungrounded, and then we get scrambled in our brains, and then we're like, oh, I got to ground myself. So yes, everybody, that's a great wish, actually. I wish to stay grounded. I wish to incorporate a sense of groundedness every single day and get better and better at that. And if I become ungrounded, I wish to be easy on myself and restart. Okay? Bob! Hey, thanks, you guys. Does that all make sense, you guys? I think it does. You guys seem like you're getting along well, so I'm just going to keep going. Grounded. Oh, and here's the other thing about Taurus. Taurus has to do with income and gains. Money coming in. Because of everything that's going on and the stuff, we're not going back to the past, you guys, especially with the Saturn-Pluto conjunction. I've been trying to get everyone ready for, because it's just a total global change in global governments and power and structure. Same here. We have so many people unemployed that you must incorporate looking for, accepting new innovation to a job if you're looking for a job. And tonight, I was having a great conversation, and it made me realize, because Capricorn is all about getting back to basics. We have a lot of planets in Capricorn, so this energy will help ground us. Capricorn is asking us for our basic, most essential resources. So if you think about your job or career and what you want to do, you really need to go back and remember, like, the very first job you had, or maybe the very first job you had in your sector, and go back to that. Because this year, I've been saying over and over, 2020 is messy. It is not a time of growth and expansion. It is a time of retracting. It's like we might take a step or two forward, and then we got to take another step or two back. It's just this forward and backwards motion all year. It's going to go into 2021, and it's really going to test us in 2021. So this is not about time about building new things. It's about getting your personal structure correct without any BS, distractions. This is about authenticity, you, who you are at your core, your that is the structure of you, your essence, your essential you. So being grounded and getting back to basics. And then looking for career money is remembering what you've done for a long time, because that part of you is established. That is part of your structure at the core. Looking for innovative new ways to do something new and being open to new ways of doing something new. How are we doing? Yeah, this is a tough year, Apple. It really is. 2021 is hard. We're in the midst of a big mess. But what the universe is asking for us right now with this new moon is to get ready for change. Get to your basics, your values. Taurus is all about values. This is about reevaluating our values. You really need to meditate and think about that, because, and even if you don't, it's going to pop up and smack you in the face, and then you're going to be like, oh, okay, I'm not doing this anymore. And you won't go back, but it's just, we really want to adapt to change. Like I said, because Uranus and Taurus, it's not in its strongest space. Uranus is electric and eccentric, and it's an air sign, so it's moving at the speed of light, and it's always shaking things up. Taurus likes to bask in comfort, take it all in, and just kind of sit and sit and sit and sit. That is where Uranus has to adapt to Taurus. For the physical body now, Taurus being sedentary and Uranus ruling the circulatory system is going to wreak havoc on how the entire body regulates itself with its circulation. So you need to have some regular circulation activities going on. If you don't, Uranus is also the planet that kind of relieves pressure. Having a gasket blow, that type of thing. If you're not taking care of your stuff and letting things flow, it will show up sooner or later. I had made some notes about the physical body and what to expect with Uranus. Okay, so I have said that the pituitary gland is going to be activated because Uranus rules the pituitary gland with Scorpio. And I'll explain that in a moment. Which is opposite Taurus. The reason being is because of the function of that gland. That gland having to do with reproduction. That's the Scorpio part. But then also having to do with the circulation of all fluids in the body, especially your kidneys. So if you have issues related to kidneys, kidneys are also ruled by Venus, which is the ruler of Taurus. This is a good time to take care of your kidneys, take care of your hydration, to mineralize, because Uranus is electric. It likes minerals. Those are the requirements that your body is going to need. Uranus being associated with the pituitary gland in the head, I have found that Uranus is also associated with migraine headaches. So watch and see how things are going for you this month, because then you'll get a sense of how Uranus acts up in your body. Taurus, on the other hand, also rules the thyroid, how we metabolize food. It rules over sugar in the body, which has to do with, insulin, the pancreas, diabetes. There's an association with fats there because Taurus can easily overeat and indulge in things that are not good for the liver, whether they're fats or alcohol. So watch for those aspects with your body. If you notice those body parts are starting to not act the way they normally do, there might be an astrological piece to it. I was reading that iodine is the best support mineral for thyroid. You can get that in kelp. You can get that in seafood. I am not a doctor. I don't pretend to be a doctor. So Venus, Uranus rules zinc. Get your zinc. There's also something in here related to fighting viruses. Where was that? So Venus has to do with your sensation organs, the female genitalia, the Venus portion of the circulatory system. Please support your circulatory system all this entire lunation. What I started doing again is I have that, that ginkgo, the herb, I have it in a tincture. I've just started squirting a dropper full of it in my water when I drink it to help with circulation. That's all. You can just get your local health food store. It's relatively inexpensive. I'm not a doctor. That's just something to keep in mind. Your hair as something of beauty or being a sensory thing, that's Venus related. If your hair is protecting your body, like my hair used to be really long, it was like a scarf, that is more of a Saturn influence with the hair. Okay, hey you guys, thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, I love zinc too. LOVE, love all the Zicam stuff. I wish I had it so long ago, especially that spray, because I always used to get sinus infections. Poof, everything just disappears right away. I love it. But you have to stay on top of it. Where is it? There is something related to Taurus, something with fighting viruses. Where did I write that? I think it went beyond zinc, but there was something bigger related to it. Oh well. Okay. This new moon over Washington, D.C., your location will be different what planets you have. Like as you go farther west, your midheaven is going to be, the top of the chart will be over here, and your ascendant will be over here, and so on. Like I think probably like the West Coast, California, you might have like Cancer or Leo at the top of the chart, and then Capricorn, Aquarius on the ascendant. I will tell you, just glancing at this, Neptune, which represents torrential rains, floods, 20 degrees, it's right at the bottom of the chart. There is such a potential for nasty, nasty, horrible, record-breaking flooding in D.C. or just to the east of D.C., maybe a little bit south. I'm not sure. I am not good at the astrocartography. The last time I looked at something like this, I was like, this is right below Washington, D.C., like big explosive something bad happening. Well, it was, but it was way south. It was in Brazil. It was the Amazon forest on fire. It showed up in the chart, but I am not good at astrocartography. So big something nasty is going on. Water. Unbelievable amounts of water. Jesus. Oh my gosh. I wish I knew where this was. So I'm going to talk about this later. I just want you guys to glance at it. There's some happy blue lines. Venus and Mars are harmonious with Mercury, which is good. But there's a lot of fighting here. I think Donald is going to have some hard times because, holy crap, we got to keep our eyes on these fixed, especially Uranus. There are several people in our Congress with fixed signs. There's a lot of Leo. I would expect to start seeing more people who are leaders all of a sudden having like circulatory problems, strokes, heart attacks. I think this is going to, the more that Taurus moves on, it's going to be really damaging. When we get to our first quarter moon on, I didn't write down the date. I think this is May 1st. You guys take it easy May 1st. I will do a first quarter moon live, okay? This is going to be at 10 degrees Leo. That is conjunct Donald's Pluto. It will be fighting more with Uranus. This was also at the top of the chart with our eclipses last summer. So there's going to be major changes and things happening over Washington, D.C., unexpected news come May 1st. We have a full moon May 7th at 17 degrees Scorpio. This is our last full moon before the Supreme Court hears the 3 cases on Donald's taxes, May 12th. So keep your eyes on that. Oh, here's another thing I wanted to tell you. Are we doing good? Hi, you guys. Hi. Happy Earth Day. That's right. Happy Earth Day. Make wishes for our Earth. I think Earth is going to have a good. Earth needs this shakeup that we're going to have with this new moon. This makes me happy. I know what I wanted to tell you. Going back to, okay, I told you about the last time Uranus was in Taurus, and I showed you some of the things that happened after that new moon and the changes that were made by our government, like with the New Deal, just came like 3 days later after being in the Great Depression, like 5 years. Right now, the North Node is 0 degrees Cancer. It is going to roll back to 29 degrees Gemini on May 8th. This is very important because May 8th, the last time node was in October 2001, right after 9/11. Speaking of 9/11, this is what I wanted to show you guys. So we look for themes of what happened in October of 2001 when the North Node was 29 degrees Gemini. I think we went to war. We invaded Afghanistan. There were the anthrax attacks. And Bush signed the Patriot Act. And Galileo was 112 miles being close to Jupiter's moon. That was 2001. So I expect that as the North Node in Gemini goes, we're going to have changes to or answers with our wars that we have had and what went on then. Likewise, especially with the Saudis, because they're so in our faces now with this administration, we're going to be revisiting this whole Saudi issue. And so I looked on 9/11, where was the North Node? The attack on America. I want to show you something else before I show you that. That's not it. I wanted to show you the U.S. chart. I don't know if I have that handy. No, I don't. Okay, so when we had our attack on 9/11, the North Node was 2 degrees Cancer. In the U.S. chart, the ascendant for the U.S. chart is 12 degrees Sagittarius. It's ruled by Jupiter. That's why we're such a jovial, expansive bunch here in the U.S. Anything's possible. The midheaven, the thing that we strive towards, and then our roots, our history, this is 1 degree Libra, 1 degree Aries. So our foundation, our roots are actually being on the frontier, being the first at everything. We always strive then for Libra at the top of the chart, partnerships, balance, equal rights. So when we were attacked on 9/11, the North Node, where was it? Was in square. I think it was about, where was it? Aries, Cancer. So it was over here somewhere. That's all I can say. The north node was 2 degrees Cancer. So it's an exact 90-degree square with our roots, who we are, our tribe, and it was an exact square, 90 degrees, to where we're going, who we want to be, our values of equal rights. Okay? That was at 2 degrees Cancer. So I'm like, we just passed 2 degrees Cancer because the nodes, the eclipses, go in cycles of 18 years. Okay? So every 18 years, we have a new set of eclipses in a pair of signs. So right now, we've been in Cancer-Capricorn, and we're going to Gemini-Sagittarius, which is part of us releasing who we've been in the past. We're going to go, we are going to be demanded to go to something new of who we are. But anyway, this 2 degrees Cancer, the attack on the United States of America, September 11th, 2001. We just went over, had the North Node at 2 degrees Cancer from March 28th to April 8th. Look at this. I grabbed the charts from the, oh gosh, what did I do with, oh, here it is. So these are the charts from coronavirus. I shouldn't have done that. So this chart here was the daily new deaths. I'm sorry, I crossed it out. It goes like this. That's 0. Starting February 15th. Well, starting March 28th, I have it in orange, through April 8th is when our new daily new death count was on the increase. Look at that. Now it's gone like this. This is the same degree of our attack on 9/11. Same here. Daily new cases in the United States of COVID-19. Right here, March 28th to April 8th. It's like it goes up in peaks and then comes down. Look here, our total deaths in the United States, March 28th in orange, and then here, April 8th, deaths, 17th. That was the trajectory. Cancer, 2 degrees. It's like we're getting hit again. We're going into 29 degrees Gemini. I think there's going to be more 9/11 stuff that comes out, more Saudi stuff, and more Russia stuff, because you know who's been paying ISIS and the TAL, all them. You know who's been paying them? Russian rubles. Okay. I wanted to show that to you. How are we doing on time? Are we? 9:20. Okay, it's 10:24 Eastern Standard Time. We have 2 minutes until the new moon. Let's just be still for a moment. Can you feel how kind of the energy is kind of laying down, settling? Oh my God, can you feel that grounding? My feet feel like cement blocks. I can feel this energy already pulling me down, but pushing up to through my feet. All this earthy energy. We're settling in and getting into position. Yes. You guys, if you want to go head outside, I highly recommend that you do that. In fact, 10, I think I might go too. Okay? So everybody, we did this once at the Saturn-Pluto, the Galactic Center on November 18th. So I'm just going to write a note here. Be right back. Go outside. I'm going to be back in about, I don't know, about 3 minutes or so. I just want you to go feel it, okay? Okay. Oh, whoops, you can't. Okay. I'll be right back. Everyone, go head outside for, like, get a taste of this energy. If you just want to stay there, you can always listen to this later, okay? But I just want to go taste it too. I'm back. Wow, that I can't wait to write my wishes. Oh, that felt so good. Okay. Oh, okay. If it's hailing outside, don't go outside. Oh, wow. Barefoot in a puddle sounds delicious. Okay. Oh, wait. Is my microphone okay? Uh-oh. Okay, Larry Girl. Did another helpful video for the challenges we're facing. Here's the link. Okay, Larry Girl's got a link. If it is bad weather out there, you guys be safe. Be safe. You can feel the energy in your homes. Oh my God, my feet. Okay. Yeah, feet are very active right now. Okay, we need to talk about ankles right now. Ankles, circulation. If you have circulatory problems, please work your ankles and your calves and your feet with massage, because Uranus rules the circulatory system but also rules the ankles and calves. Watch for edema and circulation with your feet. Now, this is something I use. I'm not a doctor, for its circulatory properties. This is a homeopathic by Highlands leg cramps ointment. It's more like a cream, but it relaxes the calves and foot cramps. It is absolutely fast acting. So this is for leg cramps, but when you look at all the homeopathic ingredients, it's actually circulation. Okay, so this stuff is magic. I am upset I didn't get a new bottle of it before this new moon, because I am going to be using this a lot. Okay, you will know if, watch your ankles and calves, you guys, because that's also a good sign as to what's going on with your feet and circulation and the demands being placed on your body this Taurus new moon. Okay. Oh, you use the cramp pill. I've taken those, impish. Yeah, I like them. I know that my body just feels a little bit more, I guess, radiant and a little bit more lighter. But it's weird for me because the cream for me works right away in that spot, and then it's like the pills, it's like it just kind of is slow. It's like all of a sudden it works. I don't know how to explain it. Oh, thanks, Larry Girl. It's the link to my winter solstice video that I did for 2020. Oh, yes. Oh, thank you, Larry Girl. You're such a help. Yes. Okay. So on the winter solstice back December 21st, because I knew it was going to be a hard year with the Saturn-Pluto conjunction, and I spent a lot of time with my guides doing the pick a card. So it's like you get to ask your question, you pick a card, and then you click to that timestamp to get the answer. It was made with the 2020 in mind, with the upheaval. Like you could ask whatever question you want and come back to it and pick whatever you want. You'll always hear a different message on what you need to address with that issue. Okay? Oh, I like that Arnicare as well. Okay, so I hope you guys can feel that earthy, hi Noel, that earthy energy. Can you guys feel it? Doesn't it just feel totally different than earlier today? Can I read on Judge Reggie? Yeah, I've done that one. We'll get there. Okay, so yes, I'll post the link to the winter solstice video in the box for this video. Okay, let's get to this chart. For my lovely, wonderful friends, is Scott Allen says, my people. Isn't he awesome? Okay. People. This is Don Julio. He's getting eclipsed on it, on top of it. Oh, well. Okay. Let's look at the astrology for this new moon in Taurus for my peeps here. So sad. This KJU bent this. I swear to God, he bent it. I'm so mad at him. He's the last one I used it on, and this kept coming up for him. Jerk, right? Okay. Okay, thank you so much, Francis. That's very generous. So you did notice the change. Okay, so that's the grounding energy that is always going to be calling to us this lunation. And even though when things are going to feel really grounded and solid, we're going to get hit by Uranus, and things are going to ask us to change our energies and how we're connected to the earth, and we can keep reconnecting. We just have to be open. Don't criticize it. and ask to show the opportunity and innovation, because this is when things start changing, and it'll really get a grip on change come the eclipses this summer. I think May and June we have them. So it's, oops, we're getting ahead of the eclipses so that they don't just totally jolt us. Just a second. Okay, so on the ascendant here, Jupiter. The new moon says here, the 12th house of escape. So Jupiter is going to be activated with Neptune. This is who we are. We're going to be wanting to escape to the 12th house. I'm getting that to explore creativity. Be aware of why and how, what it is you're escaping from, because that's where Uranus will hit you at some point. So watch our escapism that says to go to the 12th. So as I say this stuff, you can see what speaks to you and add that to your new moon wishes. But you always want to write them that I adapt to something with ease. I release such and such resistance with ease. We don't want this to be hard, and we want to make it fun. Okay. Oh, thank you, Karen, so much. Look at all you guys. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so we're asking, oh, I know what this is. 12th house escape. It's not just escape. What is it on my finger? It isn't just escape. I think this also has to do with how we need to rejuvenate and heal ourselves. Where we need to go to get quiet and listen to ourselves. Ponder our values. Value of self. Value of self first, always, okay? And ponder our physical lives and our gains. So while we're there pondering, rejuvenating, Leo, I will. So this actually links to your new moon in Taurus wishes. This is how you have to nurture these wishes. We're not going to just write them on paper, which I always do. I never look at them again, but I'm getting that. So it's easier on the system. We kind of need to look at these kind of frequently, especially as we get to the quarter moons, because we're going to get tossed on our butts. So in this area, the 11th house, which Aquarius, Uranus own this real estate. So in terms of shakeups, wishes, friends, the greater good. Ooh. Okay, I have two cards. We have the 10th house, the world. So that has to do with what you're becoming, your goal setting. So your highest good, the goals that you want to see, how you want to see these things expressed in Washington, D.C., or your community or your local government. And Jupiter returns. The benefits of it. So like I said, you can't wish for someone else. It has to be you. So your benefits, the things you want to see and do in this 10th house of your high achievements and your public self, how people know you. Okay, 10th house. The moon and the soul. Okay, this is saying, let's follow the moon, this lunation. No, this lunation, I'm also going to be saying hello to the sun at noon to just keep passing off the goodwill. So if everyone, if you can, at noon, say hi to the sun, make a wish, and pass it on, because that sun is going to hit all of us when the sun is the highest in the sky. The same with the moon rise, moon set. When you see the moon, tend to your wishes, your sensory being, okay? This is the most important thing you guys have to do. Ninth house, this is faith. Your faith, your higher learning. Be full of fire and desire. Your wishes. What is it you need to learn about? Where's your highest faith? Watch for shakeups in that area. This area has to do with shared resources. It's actually opposite of Taurus's real estate, but this is what's active at the full moon. So at the full moon, people, ooh, Scorpio, something's going to be transformed pretty intensely. This area has to do with your partnerships, friendships, marriage. Venus is right there where she should be. It makes me very happy. So here's some gains that we can have with our friendships and our partners. And oh, look at Venus love. We're being asked to look at how we love one another, getting back to basics, how we express love between one another, even if we are socially distancing, or how we have income between one another. Love that. Sixth house here. This is your day-to-day routine. It has to do with introspection, maybe having like a mentor to guide you through something. It's your doctors, it's your dentists, it's your natural health workers. The North Node, that's your purpose, your life purpose, you guys. Public servants. So as you're thinking about your life purpose, this lunation, we're talking about the North Node grounded in this earth. In love, I love this because we're here being of service is your North Node, and then it's expressed in love with partners. I love it. Oh, I can't wait to write out these new moon wishes. Look at all this stuff we can write out. But again, moderation, please. The fifth house of the sun, our creativity, our will, our creative expression. You, only you, the thing that where your radiance, your warmth just radiates outward. Ooh, Pluto transformation. That creative you, that love you, children, this is going to need some pondering and transformation. You're going to have power and resources there, but this is a biggie. And this also has to do with the heart. Heart health, things are going to transform. This area has to do with your home, your people, how you defend home. It's your roots, it's your ancestors, it's your DNA. It's the mother-child relationship. Earth, stability, looking for wishes relating to stability. Maintaining stability, but also being innovative and accepting of change. This area has to do with your siblings, your neighborhood, children, learning, like elementary school learning, thinking, reasoning, electronics, digital communication, social media, hacking, the internet. Ooh, solar eclipse, revolution. There's something is going to be revolutionized here. There's going to be a big eclipse click here in this area. Also, you guys thinking of stability, I don't know if you guys are going to get hit with flood waters wherever you are, or if an eclipse is going to click kind of flood waters to be able to go with the flow. You'll have everything you possibly need. I know it's kind of a bummer, but I have to say it because it's just, ugh. And now this is the area that Taurus owns. We have Pluto, Jupiter, Saturn. We have 3 big planets there. Income, gains, values. Value of self upon anything else. And anything that is of an asset to you that you value. Ooh, lunar eclipse. Get ready for some change, you guys. So that would be like at the full moon, I bet. Or at the quarter moon. Okay, so the lunations, the quarter moon, the full moon, the third quarter moon, they're going to be hard. You're going to want to write a wish to adapting to change with each quarter moon, because these are going to be a jolt. Remember how jolting February and March would never end? This is the same kind of energy that's going to be activated. Okay, that's why I want everyone to get ready. And you can't run away from it. And you're still here. You're supposed to be here. All of us are the goodwill ambassadors for our new world that we're heading into. We're going to do it with care. We're going to do it together. On the ascendant, oh yes, I like this. Ha. The ascendant, you guys, the second house, this, about ownership, thinking about ownership. Innovative ways to address this. There's going to be change. There's going to be change there, okay? So you just want to be open to opportunities. You want to be able to see the changes that are coming, that if you have knee-jerk reaction fear, to reclaim your stability, embrace a new idea, even if it takes you some time to think about it, because Taurus doesn't really think with their mind, they think with all their senses. That's why it kind of takes them a little bit longer to come up with a solution, because it's like they're working with 5 different brains to come. They just, it's awesome. But it's like, that's how they interpret it all. Okay. This is our Terrascope. Okay. What I would like to do, so it's, I would like to just, I think I'm going to close it up here, because I just wanted to focus on this new moon and what we need to do. I want to go write some new moon wishes. I would like to go live again later on, maybe. If you guys have any questions about this, and then I can just answer your questions on whatever. Okay, does that sound good? Does it sound good? Thank you guys so much. I just have the bestest moderators. I thank you so much. Oh, yes. Thank you, Larry girl. Oh, yes, I have to get that video to you guys. So we can catch up later if you're around. I got to charge up. I got to eat. We all got to do our own thing. But take some time, write out those wishes, okay? Thank you. Thank you. I can't read. Yes, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for being here. I so appreciate it. I could just feel you guys coming out. Thank you. Thank you. Have a great night, you guys. Yes, we have the best community. Thank you so much for everything. We are going to get through this, and we are going to be ready to go come this June. Okay. Thanks. Okay, you guys have a good night. I got to see if I can turn this off.